I have this cheap vacuum cleaner that does a fantastic job. I clean the car with it, the garden. I wouldn't drill a hole without it. I even used it to clean up sewage water when the sink was clogged and the water flooded the kitchen floor. As long as I keep it clean, it works and works well. It will hoover up anything from dust to rubble in a construction site. It only has one downfall. Companies design a Hoover. They tend to focus on the main feature, which is to suck up whatever needs to be sucked up. And that is the most important thing. However, there are three more important things that are usually overlooked when it comes to designing a Hoover. How quiet it is, how easy it is to clean, and how able it is to move around. My Hoover falls short on point number 3, and that's the understatement of this entire video. When it flips over, the filter gets stuck to the motor, and I need to turn the thing off, sit it upright, and only then carry on using it. It's surprising a bit more effort isn't put into fixing point number 3. As you'll see, it was easy to fix. When something has a tendency to tip over, it means the obstacles it meets overcome its ability to stay upright. The obstacle creates a rotational force that overcomes the object's uprightness. Now, to give the object a better chance at stability, there are 3 things you can do. You can make it heavier, you can make the base wider, or you can give it a new set of wheels. We'll go for number 2 and 3. Removing the wheels wasn't as hard as you'd expect. It's great when you have the exact piece of wood that you need just lying around the house. I could have just cut a disc out of the wood, but it always makes sense to use or leave the minimal amount of wood that you can. The center doesn't really add too much strength to the disc, and it has no added value, so I just cut out the middle part as well. I cut the wood using the jigsaw inside this time instead of outside. I really need a working table outside, or probably one of the next projects that I do. Do you recall me looking all accurate and artistic a few moments ago? As if I just knew how to draw a perfect circle? Well, look how crooked it came out. After using the jigsaw inside, I had to clean up a bit. I felt a bit bad about using the Hoover without any wheels on. After the paint job, I made another attempt to straighten the donut. I just measured the same distance around the circumference of the disc, and it came out much better. Anything I can tighten or fit with zip ties, I do. It just always makes sense to me. I've noticed that I use them in every project. It's becoming my signature move. I'm even considering calling myself the tie wrapper or the zipper. Maybe the Ziptician or Lord of the Zips. Any other suggestions will be welcomed in the comments below. My kids love helping me on these projects. I find it to be a great opportunity to spend some quality time with them while building something useful. In this case, my 5-year-old daughter marked and drilled the holes that will be used to hold the new wheels in place. And just like that, my vacuum cleaner had a wider base and a new set of wheels. It's now time for a stress test. Yeah, I overdid it, but it didn't tip over. The squeak was easy to solve using some WD-40. The white zip ties that I used to fix the original base to the new base now prevent the old base from having a good enough grip on the Hoover. I fixed that with some hot glue. These projects are great. Close to no effort of time or money, and I was able to substantially enhance the abilities of my Hoover. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.